Aloha, I'm Monica Swanson, and I'm so excited to tell you a little about my character training course. So I'm wondering, have you ever had the experience of talking to a teenager or a young adult, and you're so impressed by them that partway through the conversation, you catch yourself staring at them thinking, I need to meet this kid's parents? Well, that was my experience. That was my inspiration well before I had kids of my own. I determined that if one day I was blessed to have kids, I wanted to focus on their character. Well, I do have kids. My husband Dave and I now have 4 sons, and they range in age from almost 22 down to a 10-year-old. And we have made character a big deal in our family. In the early years, it was challenging. We read a lot of books, and we talked to parents who had gone before us who raised excellent kids, and we did a lot of work on their character in the early years. And then we hit those tween and teenage years where everything's changing. It's a whole different ballgame in the teenage years, but we were still determined. We wanted to know, what are the keys to raising a young person of character into a young adult, someone you can launch into the world and feel great about? Well, since then, I've written a book called Boy Mom, What Your Son Needs Most From You, and I'm the host of the Boy Mom podcast, and I still love to talk about character. I love to encourage and inspire parents and say, yes, I do believe you can still raise kids of great character, even in the world today. Well, in chapter 6 of Boy Mom, I talk about something we did with one of my sons when he was a young teenager. We hit a challenging season, and my husband and I were frustrated. We knew we really needed to inspire this son to want to embrace character for himself. So we prayed a lot, we talked about things, and I came up with an idea. For lack of a better term, I called it character training, and it made a world of difference with this son. Not just in the course of his life, which I believe it changed this son for his lifetime, but it also changed our family dynamic in such a great way. So I share about this in Boy Mom, and since the book came out, I've had so many people reach out and say, we want to do character training with our son or daughter. Can you tell us a little bit more about it? So I decided the best way to share not just what we did with that son, but the foundations, the things that led up to it, and things we still do as a family today would be to create a course, an online course, where I could have modules, short videos that you could go through at your own pace. I also wanted to include downloads, things you could print out and go through as parents for the kids to do together. And I also wanted to include interviews with fathers and mothers, with experts that bring a different voice, a different perspective to the conversation. Well, I put it all together and I launched it in the summer of 2020, and it has been amazing to hear from families all over the world who tell me this course is changing their family life, that it is practical, that it's inspiring, it's everything they were looking for. Now, I don't want you to miss this course. The doors only open 3 times a year, but the good news is once you're in, you have lifetime access to anything in the course and anything I add in the future. But I don't want you to miss it, so be sure to grab the link below, go over to the course page, check out everything that's in there. It is comprehensive, whether you have little kids or teenagers, anything in between, you're going to find practical help in this course. So I hope you can use that link, go over there, get your name into the course. I hope to see you there, and I hope this course is a game changer for your whole family. Aloha.